Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakodash, the one said apostles, the great millstone to rule well, peace, love, and blessings to the brothers on highways and byways, giving all diligence to make your call and election sure, and blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I'm that Philip Kanakla coming to you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's lessons edifying, also exhorting. And, just be a quick update, exhortation, comfort. We almost out of here. Babylon the Great is finished. And as you can see in this video here, it says bro's watching his job security go down the drain. All right. And as you can see, it's a robot cutting the lawn, man. Look at him taking a picture. Like, oh, shit. Yeah. Bro, you finished, man. Your duties, you're about to be relieved of your duties, man. And that's ultimately the plan of the wicked elites. Maintain population under 500 million. All right, so they don't plan if they, had it their way, able to basically fulfill their new world order. All right, which, they're going to get close to doing so, but the Lord is going to return in the midst and stop it. But they had it their way, remain population under 500 million, and then you just have robots, AI, artificial intelligence doing everything else. Okay, and that 500 million, all of them would be chipped. Okay, pursuing Revelation 13th chapter and the 16th verse. So let's go through these comments here. And it's you can see it 5 days ago. It's all happening to us eventually. Security guard filming thinking the same thing in his future. Unfortunately, and this is the best comment, unfortunately, this is the beginning of the end for most of us. God bless us. All right. What this guy's here said. I was a truck driver in the Army 2019. They brought out some self-driving PLSs and then showed them off to us while they self-drove around our motor pool. All we could talk about was how messed up it is that they're showing off our replacement to us. Exactly. All right. Been seeing it for a minute. We're going to have to break these things or we won't have jobs. All right. So you see it, the mindset of the people. All right. So it's just a sign, it's over. Let's get it's a Bible prophecy real fast. And then we'll get back to some more content. But this is the Isaiah 19. And this will have to do to basically ultimately the breakdown of society, but this can allude to no jobs as well. Let's get this. Isaiah 19 verse 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt, which America is spiritually Egypt, caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch or rush may do. All right, so no work, no jobs. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Okay, and this is the plan. So basically, what this entails for the average Joe. They plan on getting rid of you, man. Thinning out the herd. That's a scripture prophesied of a famine. All right, because by famine, that's how they're going to get rid of a lot of people. Okay, and those that remain, get this video real fast. All right, so this is a copyright disclaimer. All right, Babylon casting spells. Babylon, all right, the mother of witchcrafts, okay, which is the Hollywood, which, that's what the witches' wands were made out of, a specific hollow wood.
The shift has officially.
America's witchcraft is sorcery. It's at its end. Hollywood, that's where all the movies came from. Most people were programmed and enchanted by this man's movies, deceived, hypnotized. All right, that's his sorcery and everything he puts in his movies. But here it is at an end, and the scriptures prophesied of this.
Get the fan, y'all. Hollywood is shutting down. The cost of living in Los Angeles has caught up with the industry. Get the fan, y'all. Hollywood is shutting down. The cost of living in Los Angeles has caught up with the industry. People are losing their jobs left and right. The production companies are closing down, y'all. Even Mel Gibson, he says now he has to outsource his whole production company to other countries in order to continue filming The Second Passion of Christ.
Hollywood's now struggling to even exist. Senior national correspondent Brian Entin now with us with a roadmap to bring it back. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, Leland, some of that, it's just crazy when you go there. I went to Hollywood to check it out, learned that it is cheaper in many cases to send an entire movie crew, the actors, all of the crew, the makeup artists, fly them halfway around the world, put them up in housing, shoot there. It's cheaper to do that than to shoot one day in LA, I was told. And when you walk around some of the old movie lots, it's just depressing. There's really almost nothing going on, Leland. The troubled streets of show business and the unemployed, bringing Hollywood to its knees. Some living in cars and struggling.
I've lost my job. It's everything.
Jeremiah 51:7 says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. So at one point in time, all right, the Lord was using America, all right, be that shining, prospering, glorious, dominant kingdom, all right? It says that it made all the earth drunken. That golden cup, drinking, all the nations drunk of that wine. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And that wine is representation of philosophies, its way of life. So now the nations are mad. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. All right, so jobs being lost, right? You got that video in the background playing. But jobs being lost. This place is done, man. It is done. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto the heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right.
It's community. It's where I've worked for almost the last 30 years.
Stats show Hollywood is dead. California's COVID lockdowns, fires, high taxes, streamers and YouTube. TV shoots are down more than 50%. So how bad is it out here in LA? I'm about to get onto a major movie studio backlot to check it out. No one on the outside is supposed to see this, but I walked around and it was like a ghost town. I didn't see anyone. Workers told me it used to be bustling here with actors and crew, but now these sound stages are empty. I was just walking around one of the studio lots out here.
They don't need actors and shit like that no more. All they gotta do is, AI, right? They look like a real movie, real people. Truth be told, all right. So they can do away. They can do away with Hollywood and all the actors and stuff, paying the actors and all that. Just use AI. This new generation, anyways, they're used to that. All right, this older generation elites, All right, they plan on wiping them out anyways. So Gen Z, more programmable. They're used to all this fake, artificial shit anyways. All right. So there's really no need for actors, paid actors, and all that shit no more. And then some of these things we're seeing on AI, they're pretty good. With a trained eye, you can see that it's fake, but that's just right now. That technology is only going to get better and better and better. All right.
Right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here? Right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, it was like that when I left to come over to Italy to work on film, and it was already like an episode of The Twilight Zone. Places were deserted, and for more than one reason. What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there.
I spoke with Academy Award-winning actor.
This place is done, man. Call all y'all about Sharon Shai. This is the time for the prophets to rejoice, the Israelites to rejoice, man. Ecclesiastes 12:4, I get right to the point. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, and the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. Grinding is a metaphor for working. The doors being shut in the street. All right, the daughters of music shall be brought low. The mirth itself, and then actually the quality of music, all right, brought low. So.
Director Mel Gibson, who's in Italy filming the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. He says it's much less expensive to shoot movies halfway around the world, which was the case on another one of his recent movie shoots. Director Mel Gibson, who's in Italy filming the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. He says it's much less expensive to shoot movies halfway around the world, which was the case on another one of his recent movie shoots.
It was cheaper, more cost-effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for 1 day locally in Los Angeles where they all lived.
Closer to home, states like Georgia and Texas have attracted movie makers with incentives. Texas giving productions $150 million a year. California Governor Gavin Newsom did sign a new film and TV tax credit, but many industry insiders say it's yet to make a difference, especially with aggravating factors like California's cost of living and the fires. I was out there with you at your house, that site there that burned down during the fires.
Yeah.
Do you think, will you come back to LA? Will this be your home forever, or are you just done with it?
I'm not done with it. I mean, look, my heart is there. I think it's a beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's just been mismanaged in the worst possible way by our present administration.
I think I sent one more in the chat here.
Not only do they have the rent due sign stickers out, but they tell you which unit ain't paid their shit.
Yep.
Embarrassing. Not only do they have the rent due sign stickers out, but they tell you which unit ain't paid their shit. Yo.
Right, and this
they
thing's so some posts.
Embarrassing. Not only do they have the rent due.
Things are gonna get worse, man. All right, especially and the longer we they wait, just the worse things are gonna get. Right now they be like things are gonna get better with time. Well, this is one of the things that's not gonna get better with time, because this is the end, all right, of Babylon the Great, the end of America. Habakkuk 2 verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So that should just be exhortation for brothers. Seeing all these things, seeing this place collapse, seeing this place crumble. All right, the Lord is bringing this place down to his knees. So call all y'all Bashim Yahweh Shai. I'm going to leave it there, Lord's will, edifying and comfort and exhorting. We almost home. So next time, say shalom to the elect.